Hello, everyone. I hope that your day or night is going smoothly and you encounter no evildoers or negative people on your journey. So, I have a story that I am compelled to share given the climate that we're living in right now, the social climate, I mean. So, in this story, riots keep erupting in major cities across the US. The government keeps raising taxes and doesn't take care of the sick, the elderly, or the poor. Prisons are overcrowded, and murdering protesters makes politicians and bureaucrats look too guilty. So, to channel all of this rage and frustration in society right now, public executions are reinstated across the country. Certain states let you vote on how you'd like the evil doer to be executed on your phone during the live stream. Miguel, a convicted pedophile and murderer, is strapped naked to a table, telling the masked executioner he's innocent, screaming at cameras around him that he didn't kill any kids. They're killing him for speaking out. He's a journalist. The prison industry is a production company, and the government is sentencing protesters and anyone who talks about them to be killed for your amusement. Please listen. And the comment section explodes with viewers telling the executioner to start already, cut his dick off. After Miguel is dead and the cameras are off, the executioner Paul removes his disguise and his blood-soaked gloves and takes a scalding hot shower, trying to forget what he just did. He's done for the day, and he gets to go home. His wife texts him, "Dinner's ready. Don't forget the medicine. I love you." Paul picks up their son's medication on the way and some cheese for the pasta his wife made. The whole apartment smells delicious. He gives the medicine to Jackie and asks for their boy. She says he felt tired and went down for a nap earlier. Paul goes into his room to check on his son and finds him not breathing. He performs chest compressions and gets his heart started again by the time the ambulance arrives. Paramedics confirm the card payment, then leave for the emergency room. In the ER, the nurses check with Paul for another payment method. His insurance reached its limit, and so has his credit card after the ambulance ride. With no money to pay the hospital, and him still being technically alive, they discharge the boy, who dies in his mother's arms in the back seat of their car. Destroying her reality and driving her insane Jackie stops bathing and eating. One day, Paul comes home from work to find her gone. He calls the cops, and no one comes. He goes to a police station nearby to report her missing, but they can't label her a missing person for at least a month. It's a new policy to help with their limited resources. He works in law enforcement. He should understand this. Paul demands they help him. It's their job. His wife is mentally ill. How can they sit there and do nothing? They tell him to leave and come back in a month. He can't believe this. He asks what he has to do to get their fucking attention. Does he have to shoot someone? Police point their guns at Paul and explain they have a zero tolerance policy on threats. They lock him in a cell and on his crime display board, they select pedophile and murderer.